Shut up and sit down.
So I am done with the tour, and I am in Washington, D.C. It is Saturday morning. I leave tomorrow morning. I'm on an Amtrak Express to New Jersey from D.C. But today I am going to ride around D.C. I'm going to check out the Smithsonian Museums, and I'm going to bring you with me. I'm also going to check out some of the monuments. And I'm also really looking forward to riding around at night. Right now I'm in the Botanical Gardens at the Smithsonian. I thought you might get a kick out of seeing some of the pretty flowers. I'm really curious to see if they're going to let me in the buildings with the trike, or if I'm going to have to lock it up outside and hobble my cane self in. It'd be really cool rolling this thing through these museums. I mean, in a lot of them, I know there's enough space, and it is technically a mobility device, and I've seen scooters in those places before, so, you know, it'd be a big win for us. This is legally a wheelchair. So I'm just asking to speak to a manager, a sergeant or something, somebody in charge, somebody who would understand that.
So why are you filming me? Why are you filming me?
Because you guys are telling me that I have to leave because I'm disabled and you don't like my particular wheelchair.
No, that's not what we said. You're trying to put words in our mouth.
You're saying that this wheelchair is not allowed in here, that I have to ride it outside, I can't have it in here. Are you saying that I can have it in here? Or are you saying that I have to take it out there?
That's a whole lot. You got to stop filming those. That's the thing. You got to film my stuff.
Well, no. See, I'm also know that I'm legally allowed to film encounters with police. I do know that as well. All I want to do, I'm just trying to enjoy my day in Washington.
Spend your day in Washington. Respect us as well.
I'm not showing any disrespect.
Let me finish what I gotta say, okay?
Okay.
Because you going on. But your attitude towards that officer at first was not the best of all.
Well, can I explain?
No.
She didn't come up to me and ask me anything. She just came up to me and said, "Sir, you have to take that thing."
No, I asked you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Only thing you had to do was tell me, and then I said, okay.
You didn't ask me. You told me I had to take this thing out of here. That's the first thing you said to me. That is the first thing. You didn't ask me why.
Why you didn't film that part when I first came up to you then?
Because I didn't realize you were coming up to me until you had already spoken to me. That's what happened. But regardless, so I'm asking you, can I keep my wheelchair
here for right now?
Okay, thank you.
You can put it here for right now.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm free to continue looking at the art.
You gotta stop filming.
So the officers just left. As soon as I broke out the camera and started filming, they changed their tune and were like, "No, you can continue riding in here, but you got to stop filming us. But you can continue riding in here. You can keep it in there, but you got to stop filming us." They didn't like being on camera because they knew they were wrong. So, but yeah, I'm still in here. I'm still enjoying the gardens, and I'm not going to be in here long because it's not really that big. I'm going to go check out the other Smithsonian places. I thought this was the Botanical Gardens, but it's art gardens. So, I don't know. Uh-oh. This might get interesting.
That's considered a bicycle, sweetheart.
Number 4. This is considered a mobility device, ma'am. I'm disabled. This is considered a mobility device. You're the 4th officer I've encountered in this same place.
Okay, not a problem. If it's mobility device, it's cool.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, she was actually a lot nicer than the other ones. Probably because I got my camera on to start. Or maybe she was just nicer than the other ones. I don't know. But the first lady, she just came up to me, barking orders. "You can't be in here with that. You got to get that out of here." Now this is interesting. I'm gonna reverse the camera and show you this. There's actually a couple of really interesting things. I dig this, but I really dig this metal tree. I'm assuming it's some kind of a comment on the industrialization of nature, or industrialization replacing nature. Or it could just mean, look at my shiny tree. Growing up, the Triceratops was always my favorite dinosaur. Maybe that's why I like tricycles so much. Wow, check out this building. This is the Museum of Natural History. This is just outstanding. It looks like it could be like, you know, a palace, like a Capitol building, a monument. Looks like they got a switchback set up but closed for wheelchairs. Oh, maybe they're not open. Oh, looks like they got it open over here. Hi, it's a mobility device. Are they not open yet? Is that why the line is done, or are they just letting a few people in at a time? Okay, how long does line usually last? So I'm in line for the Museum of Natural History. They said it takes about 20 minutes because of the security checks. It's a pretty big line. But they said for the shortest time, it's either now or around 5:30, so I figured now. And would you look at that? I am riding the purple turtle inside the Natural History Museum.
La cámara, Alex. Ya puedes grabar si quieres.
No problems whatsoever. The only thing they asked of me is if I could take my flag off, because it was kind of sticking out and they're a little busy, and that's no problem. I actually put it up in here. So I took my flag off, just the top part of the flag. There's still a little bit of the pole sticking out. They said that was fine, and they were real nice. They were curious about the trike. They asked a few questions, not about the disability or about the need for it. They were just curious. They thought it was really cool. And they were happy to see it. So, you know, awesome. So I might not be able to get extremely close to some of the displays because of these shields. I could probably fit, but there's also people there and I don't want to be rude. But wow. Look at that.
Let's start right here.
One of the coolest things about this trike, about any of these trikes, is the total absolute amount of speed control that you have on them. I mean, I can ride this thing at a baby crawl pace. Actually, that's not a good example, because now that I have a baby, I know they crawl really fast. My son crawls faster than I could probably run. So, but you know what I'm talking about. I can ride this thing at a snail's pace. I could just barely creep forward. So imperceptible that I'd be as invisible as Drax. Kind of looks like a guy I knew in high school. His name was Bill. See you later, Bill. I just left the Natural History Museum and now I'm heading to the Air and Space Museum. It is my favorite one, so I want to get there, make sure I have time to check it out. I love airplanes. I always have. That's why I became a pilot. I love flying. It's relaxing, it's fun, enjoyable. Oh wow, that is just, check that out. That's cool too. Every angle from down here has an amazing view. The planners of this city knew what they were doing, that's for sure. They did it right. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna stop it, turn the camera around so you guys can see more of the views. I mean, I know I got a pretty face and all, but I mean, come on, this is Washington, D.C. A lot of beautiful stuff here. That's better, ain't it? Not 100% sure, but I think this up here is the Air and Space Museum. The one with all the construction. This one or that one. Someone in the distance keeps yelling my name, but I think they're yelling for someone else. I do have a pretty common name. Not sure if it's art or if it's part of the construction. What do you think? Well, it turns out the person yelling my name was actually yelling my name. It was Ellen, the woman I kept running into on the CNO. It was weird. I guess we ran into each other one last time. She just got into DC, and she's about to head to the train station. Bye! Have fun heading back to Pittsburgh. She's heading back to, going to the bus to head back to Pittsburgh because that's where she's parked. And then she's driving back to Massachusetts. She does one of these long trips every year, I guess. And I am looking for the Air and Space Museum, and I just found it. That was a tight one, but I made it. I don't see a line or anything, so how do I get in? Maybe this isn't the entrance. National Air and Space Museum is closed today. Sorry for the inconvenience. Well, that sucks. My one day here and they're closed. My favorite museum. I'm gonna ride around to the front just to be safe because the other guard said something about going to the front. Maybe I'll go to the Capitol too in the White House. That'd be cool. Maybe I could actually sneak up on some representatives or senators and ask them what they think about this issue and what they're doing about it or what they think they can do about it. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. It's the weirdest thing. Every time I come to Washington, D.C., I see hundreds of people all over the city with ball caps on, with the Walgreens symbol on it. I don't know. It's weird. You don't see that anywhere else. Now we are at the World War II Memorial. Every state and territory is listed here. There's the state I grew up in right here, Oklahoma. Here we mark the price of freedom. Damn right. Here's where the tour ended. A couple of years ago, my wife and I sat up there and watched the fireworks over there on the 4th of July. It was really nice. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up there. I know they have elevators, but they're tiny. And they don't have ramps that go any higher than this. So I can't really do a 400-mile ride for Stop Soldier Suicide that ends in Washington, D.C. and not pay a visit to Arlington Cemetery, which is where I'm going now. Last time I came to Arlington, I came here with my wife. We were here all day long, walking around. We didn't take one of the trams. And by the end of the day, after all the walking, our feet were blistering, bleeding, hurting really bad. Luckily, one of the tram drivers and tour guides kind of took pity on us and turned the other way when they knew we hopped on their almost empty bus. They knew we weren't part of the tour, but they let us on and they let us ask tour type questions on the way back. But this cemetery is massive, absolutely massive. And if this, just the sheer number of tombstones here, doesn't impress upon you what the survivors went through, the survivors of all the wars went through, and the reasons they go through what they go through, the reasons why the suicide rate among them is so high, then I don't know what else will. I mean, look at that. It just goes on. It's this literal sea of tombstones as far as you can see. It looks like it goes all the way into the city.
Order! Oh!
I don't have a lot of time to spend in Arlington. I could roll around the cemetery all day and not see it all. It's that big. There are so many soldiers here. So I am scheduled to take a Amtrak, high-speed Amtrak, home tomorrow. It's actually the only high-speed train in the US. It goes from Washington, D.C. to Boston and stops several places in between, including one of the places is Newark. So I'm going to be taking that, and I took the canopy off because I'm going to have to fold the trike up anyway, which means taking the canopy off, and I figured I wasn't going to need it. Got my luggage off, and I wanted to see how the trike performed without it, blah 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 blah. And despite the fact that it hasn't rained since my first day here when I got hit by those torrential downpour thunderstorms, my final night here without the canopy, it's raining. Kind of poetic, right? You know, start the trip out with rain, end the trip out with rain. Kind of a washing clean, right? Washing clean in Washington. Right now I'm heading to the Capitol building, or trying to. Thank you. If I can quickly get through. These assholes, they fill this area up with these scooters, and you can't get through. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm hoping to pass the IRS building so I can boo. Oh, so I'm at the Capitol building. Can't really tell it here because there's a big tree here and I can't get any closer because of the barrier. Area closed. By order of the United States Capitol Police Board. The police are bored. I would have figured after what happened the police would be a little more excited. Again, I know I'm lame. I'm proud of it. So I'm going around trying to find another route to the front so I can get a direct shot. I remember watching that day on the news, seeing the crowds and thinking, oh, I'm glad I'm not there. I don't like crowds, never have. Then watching the people going into the Capitol and watching that one overhead shot, the line of the people just walking, looking around, taking pictures, being nice to the guards being nice back to them, laughing, smiling, you know, taking pictures on that day. And I'm like, wow, you know, if I was there, that would make a really good vlog. And then like a day later, you start seeing video of all the really pushy people and the violent people and the breaking of the windows and climbing the walls and, you know, stuff they didn't show you on the first day. And then I was, again, glad I wasn't there. Not that I would have been there because, again, I don't like crowds. So I don't do like mass protests or mass visuals or mass anything because I don't like mass. There's a ramp here I can use to get up these steps. Maybe this one will get me up to the front. They're metal and it's raining. So I'm gonna put you down. Well, I gotta wonder what the point of this is. So there's a ramp here, but there's no ramps up these steps. So there is, however, an opening here. I don't think there was supposed to be, but well, maybe there is. Onto this lawn. So at least I can get kind of close to it this way. Riding the purple turtle on the Capitol building lawn. Why not? This trip's just full of new experiences. Making it up inch by inch. There we go. Got over that little mound. If I get any closer, I'm actually going to lose visibility because of that wall. It's a majestic building, isn't it? The architecture in this city is just spectacular. You know, I've been to DC multiple times, been all over the place. I have never seen this memorial. This is the World War I memorial. I always wondered because I had never seen one. It would appear there's no ramp access down there. Oh wait, maybe there is from that side and from this side. Okay. Okay. There's a ramp over there. How do I get to that ramp over there? The western front. Here's the fronts. Interesting. So I made it to the White House, and I'm actually surprised. This is a lot closer than I was able to get last time I was in DC. Last time I was in DC, the blockades were way back there, to the street way back there, all the way around. It was blocks. You couldn't get to the White House. This is right up to the White House lawn. No ramp here. I need to step down. Some kind of protest going on. I'm guessing it has something to do with Puerto Rico. But I may be wrong. I've always been a bad guesser. I wonder what the lights are about. if anyone speaks Spanish, please let me know in the comments what they were talking about, because I don't have a clue. But I'm curious. I mean, they seem really passionate about it. That's where they decide about the money.